when I went to his house that one time and on 95th Street, he riding scooters through the house, like, to push scooters. No, wait, I think it was a motor on them. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a motor. So he riding, doing that and getting in front of the camera, rapping, and I was like, yo, he the one. That's when I was like, he the one.
Wow.
And then, like I say, when I heard the Ace of Izzo, I called him, and I'm like, I got to get to New York. And luckily, I got carjacked. So
In Chicago?
In Chicago. Because I had just bought a condo. That's how, when you have homeowners insurance, if you get carjacked, whatever's in your car, they reimburse you. So when they reimbursed me for what was in my car, I took that money and moved to New York.
Wow. So Kanye being out here, you came out to continue filming and documenting Kanye. Mm-hmm. What was next?
But then, Kanye had the car accident.
Yeah, check it out. I'm your host, Corey Cambridge. Yeah. Everybody tuning in, you invited. No matter what mood you in, get excited. Everybody love the music. Let me tell you how they do it. Whether writer or an agent, let me tell you how they made it. You are now talking to a silent giant. Wanna walk in their shoes, silent giants. Wanna study they moves, silent giants. Wanna know what they do, silent giants. Silent giants, y'all.
Welcome to the Silent Giants Podcast, a podcast highlighting the superstars behind your favorite superstars in creative industries. I'm your host, Corey Cambridge. To keep up with the latest on the show, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Silent Giants Podcast. Also, to keep up with my life, music, and more, be sure to follow me as well at Corey Cambridge. I'd like to introduce you guys to today's Silent Giant, filmmaker Coodie Simmons. In this episode, Coodie shares his story of growing up in Chicago, breaking into comedy, and the making of Kanye West's groundbreaking video for Through the Wire. So without further ado, let me introduce you guys to filmmaker, Silent Giant, and my friend, Coodie Simmons.
What's up, my man? How are you doing, Coodie?
Man, I'm great.
You're from Chicago.
Born and raised.
Where in Chicago?
South Side. Called the Wild Hundreds.
The Wild Hundreds?
Yeah, the Wild. They call it the Wild Wild.
Oh, hey, man. Yeah, I love Chicago. I was out there. Actually, I was there for the first time. What a dope city. And so how'd you get into film?
Well, in high school, I started doing this class called Radio TV. And this guy, Terry Davis, he was the teacher, but he used to do after school too. So when I was in grammar school, my sister was taking Radio TV, and my mom, when she went after school, would send me to more so like cock block, I guess you want to. Okay. Like just make sure nobody was messing with her. So I'd just be there, the annoying brother. But I was learning a lot and I was seeing a lot. So when I went to the same school, which was Percy L. Julian High School, I started filming. I started with Radio TV from freshman. Matter of fact, my freshman orientation, I was behind the camera at my orientation. Yeah.
Wow. And so filming the show.
Yeah, filming the orientation. So, like, I already went to the school, so I felt good. And then, long story short, we was doing commercials and videos. We would play in the lunchroom, but I wasn't the main person because I was young. And then I just got into more like clowning around. So I started hosting the talent shows and the teachers' talent show, and I was like the youngest that I believe to start. I started my sophomore year hosting. Okay. And usually had to be a freshman. So sophomore, junior year, then senior year, that's why I don't understand how I didn't win most popular.
I mean, I think those things are a blessing, though. I think you're most popular now.
Yeah, I don't know. But they was hating on me. But then so I did that, and then from there, we would see. I wasn't really good at school. You know what I mean? Like we would cut class, we would kick it, we used to fight. I mean, it was crazy in my school. We had a club called K5K, and we used to fight the U5 dogs and the bros, and it was like, they were supposed to be like a club, like a fraternity. Yeah. Turned into gangs. we was gang, man. We had the GDs on our side, luckily, in the neighborhood. Whew. But no. That was my life, though. And then I went to college, got kicked out the first year I went.
Did you always know that you wanted to go to college?
No, it was this girl I liked, and I'm like, dang. She told me she was going to this one school. I was like, I'm going to that school.
Wow. Okay, what school?
It was Northern Illinois University.
Is that out of Chicago?
In Illinois. Yeah, it's in Illinois, but it's further off in DeKalb, Illinois.
What did you study?
I went in for mass communications, thinking I would be doing radio, TV type, but, on the camera. But it was, you had to go through all them other classes, and I wasn't
biology.
Dude, I wasn't. School wasn't for me. You know what I mean? And the only thing I learned in college was how to play spades and how to fry chicken. But like everything happened for a reason. So long story short, I did comedy at school. I'll be on the bus and I'll be like telling jokes on the bus, killing them. And then when I hosted, I was telling jokes the whole time and killing them on that. So when this guy, B. Cole, started doing comedy, and then I was cool also with Dion Cole, but he ain't go to my school. But B. Cole went. When I seen them doing it, and I was cool with them, I'm like, damn, I'm just as funny as them, and I'm used to crowds. So my boy's like, go to the open mic. So it was an open mic at the Cotton Club that Bernie Mac was hosting.
Okay.
So I'm like, bet I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. So I came up with these jokes, and I went. And Bernie Mac on stage right now. This is like a Cotton Club was like filled with like a Michael Jordan, a Pippen, or the biggest dope dealer on the West Side. You know what I mean? That was the type of crowd that was in there.
Right.
And as soon as you walk through the door, the stage was right when you walk through the door. So a lot of times you came in with something bogus or Bernie Mac or Dion or whoever was on stage would light you up, right? So I went and I'm like, bet I can't wait. So this one dude got up before me and bombed, right? And he just got nervous and just walked off the stage. And I'm sitting back like, dang, that's crazy. So Bernie Mac went up there like, man, you don't get off the stage. You keep doing your comedy. And he just snapped on him. But he gave me all the motivation I needed to go up. And Bernie Mac called me up. And I went up there and rocked him. You know what I'm saying? My first time ever. Bernie Mac brought me up. And Bernie Mac was like my mentor. He used to talk to me for hours about what I need to do. And Jimmy Spinks brought me into his acting class and taught me how to act. So for 7 years, professional, BET Comic View, 2 seasons.
Wow.
Traveled the world doing comedy.
And so went from college to comedy.
College to comedy. Comedy to this show I had called Channel Zero in Chicago. It was a public access show. The show Channel Zero that we started, my boy Danny Swords was like, Coodie, I got this camera, let's go outside of concerts and interview people about the concert, about the artists, and, we just make it raw, uncut. And I'm like, right, but I said, forget just doing outside, let's go inside too. And of course, we ain't had no credentials, so we used to have to sneak in the spot. So we just sneak in the concert, get with the artists. I remember Busta Rhymes played us so ugly. Oh my goodness. And we aired that episode.
How did Busta play you?
We was asking for the interview. They was, whatever. They ain't know us. And then we like, okay, we just going to wait for him to come outside the dressing room. Did interview him. We was on some paparazzi then. He came out. We like, yo, Bus, what's up, man? Hey, man, Channel Zero, man, we raw uncut. What's good, man? He like, man, how y'all just gonna be outside that dressing room? You never know what I came out with. You don't know nothing, man. Don't be, he just told us what to do. He was really schooling us more than dissing us. But Kanye used to want to be on Channel Zero.
So was Channel Zero like a platform for artists to, be seen or be heard, or was it more of like an entertainment?
More entertainment, but that was a way. But it's public access, so
it kind of is what you wanted it to.
Yeah, whoever watching, but people loved it. We used to test it out at Mellow Swing Barbershop, which a lot happened in Mellow Swing. Mellow Swing started off as No ID. It was his studio, so him and Common, all of them used to be up there before it was called Mellow Swing. So the group, it was a group called Mellow Swing, Dave and Brennan, and they had the shop. No ID at the studio, so I would go up there with them. My boy Franco, we'd kick it. Kanye used to try to come kick it with us. It was only a couple of times with me where I seen Kanye trying to come, and he wasn't that welcome at the time. But he was a kid. We was older, and long story short, Dave and them bought that studio and made it a barbershop. was called Mellow Swing, and that's when Ivan, who still cut Kanye hair to this day, was working, and a bunch of people. And we had then from that studio he opened up a store, the shop across the street, which was huge. So we had a Channel Zero studio on the top, and everybody cut at the bottom. But that's when Kanye would come through. He lived right down the street. He'd come through playing beats, and I'm like, yo, these beats are crazy. And then I wind up going to his house one day with my man Payroll and my boy Jason at the time. We over there, and my man, I was like, this dude right here is serious. You know, Kanye was getting in front of the mic. He was rapping. I'm like, this the dude I need to be filming. And I had just seen Hoop Dreams, so I'm like, man, I'm going to do Hoop Dreams.
Great
Hoop Dreams, yeah.
Great
if
doc.
people don't know about Hoop Dreams, check it out. But that inspired me, like, I'm going to do a Hoop Dreams on Kanye. And, of course, you know, I was filming them here and there. It wasn't like a day-to-day until he moved to New York. Right, he moved, and I'm like, dang, and I'm...
Like timeline-wise, like what year did you meet Kanye?
Probably like 95, maybe 94, 95.
Oh, wow, long time ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time meeting him?
When I met him?
Yeah, for the first time, do you remember?
Yeah. Kind of. I remember, like I said, I remember being like at No ID spot or something, and he trying to come, you know, deal with them, and we'll be around, and I just remember hearing his name. Like, I'm like, who? What? How you say his name? You know, nobody knew how to say his name like that at the time. But then when he would come to the barbershop, that's when I kind of like got to meet him and know him at the time. Not really know him, but meet him. And I remember he played that H to the Izzo, the joint he gave to Jay-Z.
I've heard of it.
Ooh. I'm like, you know, I love Michael Jackson. So when I heard that, long story short, when he moved to New York, Jay-Z, I think it was the BET Awards, and Jay-Z went up and premiered that H to the Izzo, and I was like, that's Kanye track. So I hit Kanye like, dude. He's like, yeah, Jay, I did one to Benny Siegel. Man, you know, he going on. I'm like, dude, I got to get out there. And
like, what was the point where you were like, yo, I have to film, like, start filming and documenting his career?
Well,
did you know off the bat, like,
that
yo,
was when
guys...
I knew he was when I went to his house that one time, and now on 95th Street, he riding scooters through the house, like, you know, to push scooters. No, wait, I think it was a motor on them. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a motor. So he riding, doing that, and getting in front of the camera, rapping, and I was like, yo, he the one. That's when I was like, he the one.
Wow.
And then, like I say, when I heard the H of Izzo, I called him, and I'm like, I got to get to New York. And luckily, I got carjacked. So
in Chicago?
In Chicago. Because I had just bought a condo. That's how, you know, when you have homeowners insurance, if you get carjacked, whatever's in your car, they reimburse you. So when they reimbursed me for what was in my car, I took that money and moved to New York.
Wow. So Kanye being out here, you came out to continue filming and documenting Kanye. Mm-hmm. Like, what was next?
But then, you know, Kanye had the car accident. So when he had that, I remember talked to his mom, and she went out there, and then next thing I know, Kanye calls me, and I'm like, yo, you all right, man? You good? He's like, yeah, man, I'm good, man. You know, at the car accident, but, man, I came up with this song, man. It's called. I said, oh, for real? Okay, dope, man. That's dope. That's good, man. I'm happy you still thinking and working like that, man. But you all right, though? He's like, no, man, I gotta see you. You gotta hear this song, man. It's crazy. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, let me hear it one day. He just had his jaws wired. You know what I'm saying? He like, no. He started rapping through the wire to me, right? I go to booth with best friend, interpret. I say, Kanye, is all good, man. Don't worry about it. You good, man. I hear when later. Oh, you got to hear it. And he rapped it to me, and I'm like, yo, this dude is insane. He was like, you got to get to the L.A. I'm like, bet. And I flew to L.A., and we was day to day. That's when we was really day to day.
I do remember the first time hearing the track.
After the track, the actual music?
Yeah, the actual music.
When I went there, that's when I heard it. Because he was just rapping and he ain't had a song, but he was like, yo, it's a Shark Khan sample. You know, he was telling me all that, but, you know, that was crazy. But that's how that's how that dude is, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you just got your jaw broke, you just got it wired, and you rapping. And I know I wasn't the only one he called rapping it to. You know what I'm saying? And, Then it was day to day. We was living in the W hotel, and the Dame Dash got him the W. So we in there kicking. I'm talking about now, I told you about the scooters at his crib on 95th that he had, but we had scooters. We had got these scooters with gas scooters.
Yeah, like motorized scooters.
Motorized. And we in the W of my birthday riding through the hotel room. Oh, kicking it, right? And I'm talking about the room smelled like gas for a week. It was terrible. But no, we had a good time, man. But, long story short, he wanted to do we was talking about video. He was watching this Hype Williams video, and Hype was doing the 3/4-inch screens, the letterbox. And Kanye was like, I don't really like that in videos.
And pardon me, did the was it already? How was it discussed that you guys were going to do a video and collaborate together on Through the Wire?
Well, when he didn't like the 3/4-inch screen in the letterbox, I was like, dude, let's put ours in a Polaroid. Let's make ours look like a Polaroid.
Got it.
There's this girl named Shomi who I was hanging out with, and she had this scrapbook that I seen, and I'm like, yo, her scrapbook had like Polaroids and had like things she cut out, it was like a collage. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So that was my first thought when I said that, and Kanye was like, yeah, let's do a whole video like that. I'm like, right. He's like, let's do the Through the Wire video. I'm like, right. I said, we could put all the documentary footage that I've been shooting in the Polaroids, and that's how we do it. And he was like, yeah, that's how we do it. But we was like, but how do we do it? We had the idea. We like, but how we do it? So I met Chike when they was doing the You Hear It First on Kanye. This girl, Yasmin Richards, her name was at the time, I forget her her married name now, but Yasmin, she brought me in because I had all this footage of Kanye, and they, produced the You Hear It First, and she was like, I want you to meet, the cool black people on MTV, and took me around, and Chike was one of the first that I met. And he was doing motion graphics in MTV, and I'm like, yo, this dude crazy with it. So, long story short, months later, when Kanye had an accident, I'm out there. I'm like, Chike, let's see if he'll do it. So I call him up. I'm like, Chike, we ain't got no money, bro, but dude, we got this crazy idea for this video, for this Through the Wire song. Chike was like, send it to me, I'm down. I'm like, huh? Bet. Because I just knew he was going to ask for money. He worked at MTV, so we sent him. He came up with things, and I went to this editor and got the editing, my clips together, and the editor, I'm talking about me and him was editing. He like, this ain't how it go. What do you? I'm like, no, just put that picture right here. Just cut to that. Just get that. And I thought when Kanye and G. Roberson came in the room after I finished the edit, and I just knew they was gonna hate it. How me and the editor was going at it, and they was like, oh my God, oh this is dope. Kanye first came in, like, oh my God, this is dope. I got to get G. Then he went and grabbed G. G. Roberson came in. He was like, yo, this is dope. This was just the edit. This wasn't like with the Polaroids and all the graphics and stuff that we put on it. And then me and Kanye flew to L.A. Back to New York. We was in L.A. Flew back to New York, and we was sneaking in MTV for weeks.
So you, Kanye, and Chike?
More me.
In
Chike and J.I. It was me, Chike, J.I.V. and my boy J.B. Kanye was doing his thing. He was on tour with Kweli or something, and but he came. He would come,
right?
But we, I'm talking about we. But what's so crazy? We'd be there till like 4 a.m. Right there, we all go home. Me, J.I.V. and J.B. and Chike had to go back to work at 8 or so, 8 or 9 or whatever the time was. I felt for him, but dude, that's how determined we was. It did premiere on MTV. It was number one on MTV for, I think we broke a record.
What was the feeling like when the video came out?
Oh man, it was dope. We actually screened it at the 4040.
Oh.
Yeah, we did a big screen that John Monopoly put together, and everybody came out. John Legend was there, and Dame Dash. Jay wasn't there, Jay-Z, but the crowd, the whole Rockefeller, Shaka, all of them was there. And they just like, yo, this is crazy. And Dame gave us the money we needed, because when we was in MTV, we were, just going up, and we was going on to the Flame at VH1. We was in there just getting it in, but we couldn't get everything right. So we needed a real person to make that happen. It's called a Flame. We need a real Flame artist to make it happen. Mm-hmm. And we got this dude, NT. He charged us. He was gonna charge us a lot of money, but he was like, "Just give me time." He said, I like this idea so much, just give me time.
Wow.
So Dame gave us the little money we needed, which I know Kanye paid him back, so Kanye really paid for it. But Dame gave us the initial, and we made it happen, and it premiered at 4040, then MTV, then Kanye was on his way.
Did you know at the time while you were making it and when you first heard the record that you were making something this monumental?
Yeah, but no, because I felt like we was just doing something different. And we got to do something different. That's what Chike lived by. He's like, man, we got to do creative stuff for hip-hop videos like they do for, alternative and rock. And so we knew we was doing something different. I didn't think nothing about it, but Channel Zero, it felt like Channel Zero through the wire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt like our show. That was our style, so we was just doing it. And, I'm happy that it did what it did. You know what I mean? I felt like it would, because anything different, if everybody walking down the street in a black suit, the person in the pink suit, you're going to look at like, yo, what was it doing the pink suit?
Right.
Everybody else looked the same, so that's what we were on.
Thank you so much to our special guest, Coodie Simmons, for stopping by the Silent Giants podcast today. This episode of Silent Giants was recorded at Alley, New York City's #1 co-working space. Before I go, I want to say thank you so much to the Silent Giants behind the Silent Giants podcast. Thank you to executive producer Nti Obetitukudo and Samuel Woke, producer Joshua Gwynn, editor Richard Mallory, and videographer Heather Hamilton. I'm your host, Corey Cambridge, signing off till next time.